What's up, fellow collectors? Welcome back to the MIB Master Toy Museum. I'll be your curator today. Guys, just a fun time we're having down here in the museum. Cleaning up some figures here in the museum. Just checking on a few figures. And I think it's time for another list of favorite G.I. Joes. I don't know, I get like this every time I come down here to the museum and I start pulling boxes out and looking at G.I. Joes. A subscriber had requested that a while back when I did one of my top 10 favorite G.I. Joes in my museum videos. Yeah, he had requested that, hey, why don't you do another one, because I know you got more favorite ones than 10. And I that's right. So we're gonna do a few more of these videos. But for today, here are some of my, or I should say more of my favorite G.I. Joe figures, 12-inch action figures. There is a story that's connected to all of these beautiful figures. I have so many, and there's a story for all of them. Being my favorite G.I. Joe doesn't necessarily mean that the G.I. Joe has to be rare or expensive, like our John Fox here, John R. Fox figure. He's both rare and extremely expensive. I've seen him go for nearly $300 on eBay and around $250, I think, on Amazon. But that doesn't necessarily mean that I just like the figure. And mind you, I bought this figure out of Toys R Us when he first came out, so I didn't buy him for $300 then. You know, he's probably worth that about right about now, but I bought him because he was just a super cool figure. And I did my history and research on John R. Fox and his whole story, which is a very powerful story. Look up John R. Fox and read about his story. It's very powerful. But I like these figures just because I like them, you know, and they're quirky type reasons why I like them. You know, it could be something as simple as, I just think this particular Russian infantry soldier's, his hat is awesome. I like this hat. I like the way Hasbro styled that hat. I would have loved for Hasbro to bring more of these, created more of these foreign soldiers. This is back in the early 2000s, 2001. But I thought they did a fantastic job with these figures. Now these figures do go for a little bit of money. Not super expensive. Some more than others. But this particular Russian infantry soldier is one of my favorites from this particular line. I have all of them. But for some reason, he's always been one of my favorites. Everything. Look at the attention to detail of the uniform. I think that's what's missed when you look back now on these figures, how beautifully done they were. A carded figure that I always thought was a really super cool figure, and loaded with accessories that actually work. There's a shell here. Look at all the equipment that this beautiful figure came with. This is our Army anti-tank gunner, G.I. Joe. Look what you got for your money back then. Got the gung-ho grip hands. He wasn't terribly expensive when I purchased him. I believe I bought this figure out of a Walmart. He was not super expensive then, maybe a little bit now, but just so fun, a lot of fun. Here is one of my absolute favorites from the G.I. Joe Real American Hero line, G.I. Joe versus Cobra line. This is Dusty, and Dusty, they did variants of Dusty and used him in different sets. This is one of my favorites, though. And he has a ton of things that make him my favorite, but the coolest thing, I think, the selling point for me when I purchased this figure years ago. Look at the size of this gun. I just thought that was the coolest gun. Very powerful. That was the reason. That was one of the selling points for me. I said, you know, I have to have this figure. I love that gun. And the way these carded figures were set up inside of their card on the bubble, very collector display friendly. Big, beautiful window frame here. You can see everything. Everything is set up nicely. Really cool head sculpt of Dusty. And the cool part is that you could really reverse a lot of this stuff. Very interactive. Came with an extra set of shorts here. Look at those glasses. Look at the helmet right here. I've seen a lot of customizers use this helmet for so many different projects. Fantastic. Guys, if you're just joining us, we're just hanging out down here in the museum and checking out some of my favorite G.I. Joes. I have so many G.I. Joes. I love them. But from time to time, I'll put together a video and kind of bring these guys out. We have over 900 videos. So a lot of new subscribers that are just new to our channel. I mean, that's a lot of videos to try to sift and root through. But you know, we've set up a fantastic playlist for a lot of our videos, so it makes it a lot easier. But at the end of the day, 900 videos is a lot of videos. So we like to bring these figures back out more in a refresh type of a video, so you can kind of, for people that just don't know too much about our channel or just getting new to our channel, you can kind of see some of these figures. This is my Secret Mission to Spy Island. This was a Hasbro website exclusive. You only could get it on Hasbro's website, and this is back in, I want to say 1999. Yeah, about around 1999. And it was a remake from the early 1970s. Secret Mission to Spy Island. And they did a fantastic job on it. A couple selling points was the grease gun right here. The cloth knitted hat. Super cool. The inflatable raft, and you could never leave out this awesome, super cool alligator. This gator was big too. So he had so many things. Look at the background and back there. Just once again, display friendly. He came with a ton of equipment. Got the shoulder holster right there for his pistol. This is just one of my all-time favorites. So he's way up there on the list of favorites. Guys, who wants your opinion? Which one up here on this stage is your favorite? Do you have a favorite G.I. Joe that you would like to see that we haven't put on the in video form? Let us know all those things. Just hanging out today, guys. We have more fun on the way, more big announcements. Stay tuned. You know the routine, guys. God bless. Love this 0-0 pilot. Is so awesome. Super cool. I get carried away, guys. I'm sorry. I promise I'm gonna end this video. But here I go again. Another reason. This is another one of my favorites from the Foreign Soldiers collection. You know the routine, guys. God bless. And keep collecting.